it's a lot more intense. A lot more hours a day. I would only be, in Ireland I would only be getting about 4 hours of training a week, maybe. But here it's nearly 5 a day, so there's a lot more training.
There's a lot more team practice, like, you know, where I would usually be practicing with myself a lot, doing like skill workouts and stuff. Here's a lot more as a team, training as a group.
Obviously, the training is more intense. We train more hours a day. Because back in Ireland, especially when I played with my local club, we only trained once a week for an hour. And here we're training like 4 hours a day because we have training from 2 to 4 with NABA. Then we have local training in the evening, so it's a lot harder on our bodies, but like, it's getting us better physically and mentally.
A lot faster. The defense is a lot quicker and intense, powerful, and bigger men, so it's hard to get through to the basket. Sharper shooters and faster players with the ball, and it's hard to keep up.
The biggest difference now is the tempo from back home. Everything goes a lot faster.
Yeah, because like here, it's just all transition. Like even you see in the trainings, it's running. So like, if you're not fit, you're not gonna survive here. That's how it is. Like in Ireland, it's just slow basketball, do what you like, but it's a completely different ball game here.
Now it's more involved in the game and faster.
Yeah, I prefer this style. The competition is higher and level of basketball is higher as well.
Yeah, I prefer this style as well because it's better to play. You enjoy more, of course. It's obviously harder, but it's a better style of basketball.
It's tough, but once you get up every day, you get used to it and your body starts to adjust, and it becomes easier to get up and do workouts.
Yeah, it's not really hard and it's become kind of a lifestyle. For me, it's a bit easier waking up and going to practice than waking up and going straight to school.
Yeah, it's tough at the start, but like if you're strong mentally, it'll be easier for you. But if not, you just gotta build your way up and you'll get there eventually.
Keeping up, like a lot higher competition here, so I keep having to work myself more than the day before and become stronger every day. On court, I feel like I've improved my speed. I've become a lot faster, physically and mentally. But off court, more disciplined and more independent.
The thing I've improved most is probably my discipline. For me, it has become easier to make the right decisions for the game.
I think for me, it's been my work ethic because back in Ireland, I didn't really work as hard as I am now. I want to work even harder, and
Yeah, try to make the most out of it as you can, because every minute matters, and don't slack, just keep up.
Using every moment as good as possible.
I probably just tell myself to stay locked in and remember what my goal is.
Okay.
Actually, it's mostly the weather. Because I'm back to Poland for 2 weeks. It was so cold. It was raining the whole time, and the weather was terrible. When I came here again, I was like, finally, heat, 30 degrees, just something beautiful. That's the best part.
The thing I like most is the practice, because you get more hours than in Ireland, so it gives me more experience to play basketball.
I'd probably be similar to that. I
I need to be exercising consistently and doing as much as we're doing. Great train, physically be best shape of my life. So
The difference for sure is like intensity. Like the temperature on the core is like way hotter than back in Poland. So yeah, the level, the intensity, the heat, and actually nothing else. And just new coach. You know, you have to get to know the coach when he's getting mad at you and stuff like that.
The biggest difference is probably the intensity and the fast pace, because back in Ireland there was slow basketball and the intensity was not that high.
well, obviously intensity, and then it gets your brain working more than anything. At every second you have to be thinking about what you're doing next, where you're next going, what moves you should make, and it's just so much different to Ireland.
So the schedule looks like you gotta wake up in the morning around 6, go to the morning training, usually it's something like running, sometimes stretching. After that, go back home, grab something to eat, take a quick shower, go to school for 5-6 hours, then 2 hours of basketball with NABA. After that, gym with NABA again, and a couple hours of break, and usually there's the local team training around hour and a half, 2 hours. You get back home. If you have any exams, you gotta learn and just go to sleep and again.
Probably the intensity, because Irish players are not as physical as the players in UIBL. They're not as big, strong, as fast as them.
Every team I've played in this country has someone who's about 7 foot on their team, and it's the most frustrating thing in the world because we don't have that, and no one can guard it, and they play like Jokic.
There's more movement than back in Ireland. You have to drive and kick more. You have to pass the ball more. There's like more details to screening, fast breaks, and other things like that we didn't do back in Ireland, and makes the game more difficult.
In Ireland, you spend a whole season practicing like one play, and you use that in every single game, and that's it. You don't use any type of movement or anything. You go here and you spend 2 hours doing about 3 different types of things that you can do in one offensive play or defensive play.
So comparing Poland to to UIBL, they are better shooters. They fighting more for the ball. They feel the game better. They are just mostly better players than the area in Poland that I was usually playing.
But in Ireland, players, they don't really box out correctly, take good shots, or really do any of the basic things correctly. Compared to UIBL, the players in UIBL, they know all the basics. They can box out, they know when to take good shots, they work well as a team, and yeah.
Over here, the players I've played so far, when a shot goes up, it's like their life depends on it to try and get the rebound, and you never see anything like that in Ireland. Like, most people will just sit there and watch it go and then miss, and then someone gets a rebound and they just move on like nothing happened.